So apparently, treasure hunting with a metal detector is a sought after search phrase. So I need to say it at the beginning of this video. So A, you know that's what this is about, and B, so does the algo, because it's listening, you know, it's snooping on us. But anyway, off we go. Well, I'm out again. It's been a long time. My aching bones aren't aching so much, which is nice, to say the least. And, well, it's been raining for about a year, and the ground is wet, even though it's almost August. So summer's almost over, they're cutting the crops, but it's been basically raining since last October. Anyway, on the Roman field, going towards the Roman lamppost. Let's see what we can find. Anyway, got my noggin hat on because the sun's really beautiful. You want to know where I found it? I found it in a field. First find of the day. A bag seal. Been up down here, don't know how many times, because this is right by the lamppost of treasure. And never picked this up before, so you never know. Might be a few more coins that have come to the surface. We'll find out shortly, because there's only another sort of 30 meters, and then I'm going to wander off somewhere else. You've got to dig it all, you've got to dig it all. You get 51, 53 signals, and you know it's foil. Because, you know, tin can gets in a field, mashed up by the plough, 300 pieces of tin foil, 51, 53. However, that's also the number for low-grade silver. So what do? You got to dig up 300 pieces of tin can. Or you might dig up something completely different, just like I've just done on a 51. Have a look. So that might not look like much. But it's a thing. I don't know what thing it is. He said try not to fall over backwards. But it will show up its treasure later on. But it's definitely a thing. It's definitely not a bit of tin can. And it could even be Roman. It could even be like part of a brooch or something. Probably not. Probably a bit of lead. But you've got to dig it all. You've got to dig it all. This is my excited face, oh, my premature excited face. I've got a 91 down here, and it's like 25 feet away from the Roman lamppost. And, you know, feet away from where I found lots of other coins. It's 91, it's a bottle top for sure. Anyway, gonna live dig it, because, you know, you don't live dig and then you get something great. Well, I very rarely live dig these days, because, well, it's very difficult and tiring and disappointing. But anyway, this is so good, and it's bound to be a bottle top. So let's go dig up a bottle top. It's down here. It really is such a perfect signal. And there it is. Well, that's not going to be old, is it? It's copper. It can't be old. It's still working. No wonder it's such a good signal. Yeah, I don't know. What would that have been on? It can't be old, because that'll be spring in there, won't it? And the spring is going to be iron, and it's not going to survive more than a couple of years. But anyway, we found it. I know some people don't like buttons, but I love buttons, and I've got a beautiful button here, and it's beautiful for, you know, not an obvious reason, but I think you'll get it when I show it. So there's the button, but look at those file marks. I get it in the sun, so you can see, look at those file marks. That's been hand filed. It's been probably cut out of a plate. It's had the tag welded on, and then it's been filed down, and that shows that it's kind of local, at least handmade. All those file marks. Isn't that lovely? It's probably not silver, but it's nicely black, so it's a nice black patina. And again, those lovely file marks. So that's a really, really, really old button. In the pocket it goes. Us humans. You know, I think this field has been refreshed this last set of ploughing. I'm finding stuff which is really good, considering I've hammered this field for 10 years and it was pretty thin the last couple, but now I'm getting quite a lot. However, the thing about us humans is that we think the world changes and we're the same. So I think this field's been refreshed, but it might just be me that's been refreshed. So there's a lead blahab. It's probably a seal, but it might not be. It might be a shot thing or just something that's part of something else. I don't know. There's a nice little round ball, unfired, so I dropped one. So yeah, that's like 3 minutes after the last one, so plenty to be found so far anyway. First spindle whirl of the day. A little one. Yes, in the pocket it goes. There we have a nice piece of pot. Looks like a handle to me of a jug. There you go. Very nice. I find quite a lot of these. Quite often they're from milking jugs. So like a Roman coin when it comes out of the earth, but that is actually a lead seal. This was my excited face. It still could be my excited face. I thought I got Roman. Still might. But I'm not sure. I don't think so. It doesn't feel quite heavy enough. But anyway, have a look. It's covered in mud. It could be anything. It's in his hand. You see, that kind of is the right thickness. So let's see what it is. Oh, dunno. It's got a hood. Well, let me get the mud out of it. Well, don't know what that is. In the pocket it goes. It looks like it's got some burnt wood in the middle of it. Odd. Maybe it's a umbrella slide thingy. Well, there's a little button with that bronze patina on it. Nice black colour. Well, haven't spent too long treasure hunting, but I thought I'd give it a burst and then pack it in and then have a little bit of a rest and see if my bones start to go rah at me. The old bones. And then if they don't, come back out again and do a bit more. And if I do, you'll see it now. So I've come out again for another hour, so my bones aren't hurting, so that's good. And I didn't exhaust myself the first time around, so I got a little bit more push. So I'm back out here. I've been out for about 10 minutes and I've got a really nice thing. Have a look. Now I thought that might be a Roman to start off with, but it's not. I think it's a religious medallion from the 1600s or maybe 1700s. And it's a really nice one as well. A really, really nice one. Might even be silver. Probably not. But anyway, very nice indeed. So that was an hour and one find, but a really nice find too, I believe. I haven't cleaned it up yet, so I can't tell, but it looks like it's a very old religious medallion. And it looks like from probably the 1600s or maybe even the 1500s. So that's a very nice thing to find. You've probably seen a picture of it already. This is more than I have. Anyway, see you again soon, I hope. Bye now. Was that yesterday? And it wasn't harrowed. Now it's almost all harrowed. The best bit isn't harrowed, but I'm sure they'll do it in a day or so. But this bit, well, I don't normally go because I'm chasing all the stuff around the good bit. With a bit of luck, we'll have some good stuff in it. Anyway, first coin of the day is here. So that's a little denier. I didn't find any coins yesterday. But, you know, you've got 5 times as much likelihood of finding good stuff when it's harrowed than when it's in the stubble. So that's very good. And in the pocket it goes. It's another one of those not Roman, think it was Roman, isn't Roman seals. Have a look. You see, that is a bag seal, and it's bird poop from Peru. Yes, in the pocket it goes though. Well, that's a little silver 50 centimes from, I don't know when, probably 1920s, maybe later, maybe much later, don't really know, but we'll find out later. That is a bit of a buckle. In the pocket it goes. Nearly by the car, thank goodness. I've only been out for 4 or 5 minutes, but it's absolutely baking out here. It's like being in a bread oven. And I'm going to expire if I don't get back soon. So anyway, probably last find. Others perspire and there's expire. And I think, well, I definitely know I was doing the first, and I think I needed the second. Because I've been out for an hour. It's 36 degrees. Wow, it's like an oven. And I thought it'd be fine. I'm normally fine with it, but oh dear, hour, that's more than enough for me. So I'm calling it a day. Must be important, the car's going by. And I've got 2 coins and some bits and bobs, and you'll see them in a second. Well, it is baking. It's 7:30 at night, and it must be 30 degrees Celsius. So I'm out here for about an hour before I expire. Anyway, right by the car, I think I've got a bit of a Roman coin. Have a look. It might not be, but it might be. Bit of a fragment. Anyway, in the pocket it goes. Well, that had me going. That's the end of a zipper. I thought it was a bit of a Roman brooch there for a minute. Oh well, never mind, eh? This is my excited face. This is my excited face. I hope I'm not so excited all my hairs and my nose are sticking out. But I'm that excited. I am. I'm excited. Oh! Now, have a look at this. To some, it may appear rubbish. To others, treasure. Have a look. So, there you go. Now, you might think that is a piece of twisted wire. And it might be. But I think that is a torque. Or a bracelet. And it's probably Roman. Because many years ago, I found a very similar thing. Right down the far end. And I think it's got low-grade silver. And I looked at it and I went, oh, a bit twisted. No, that's a bangle, isn't it? This is a bangle. And it's an ancient bangle. And it's, you know, I found Roman sesterces around here. I found a big Roman key about, I don't know, 30 feet away from here. Maybe 30 yards. So that isn't a bit of twisted wire. Well, it is. But you know what I mean. That is an ancient bracelet, I think. But talk is cheap. We'll find out later. Oh yes, it don't come better than that. Apart from if it's a twisted piece of wire, of course. Well, I thought at first this might be a button. But I don't think it is now. I think it may be a stud. You see, that would be like a nail. So that could be a stud, and that actually could be Roman. But maybe not. But anyway, it's a nice thing. It's very old indeed. And we're in the zone. So when that cleans up, we'll find out. Well, I'm baking here, but we're finding the good stuff. And they harrowed the rest of the field, took away the rolls, and now I've got this to myself. And it's just cooking me, that's the only thing. But there is a part of poo over there, so I think they're going to not be doing anything with the field for a little bit, and I might have some time to give it a good going over before they plant again. After 30 minutes in that heat, I'm a broken man. I've got that lovely twisted metal bracelet, which I think is a twisted metal bracelet, just not a bit of twisted metal. And we'll find out later, but I'm pretty sure, I mean, that's what they did to make bracelets. So, yes, and it looks just like it. It's the right size and everything. Worth it. Anyway. First and last coin of the day, a nice 5 centimes of the Revolution. Have a look. That's a nice coin. That is a nice coin. And it'll have a year on it. It will say year 1 or year 7 or something like that. Can't see it right. Oh, it's upside down, that's why. Does it say year 4? I think so. Year 4. So 1796. Thanks very much for watching. Please subscribe and like. And I'm going to be out here soon, so there's more videos to come.